introduce themselves, and then we'll get going with questions, and then you can talk a little bit about what you do and all that kind of thing. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Super. So we shall go to, where should we go first? Katie, who have you got with you today?
Hi, Sarah. I'm here with Layla.
Hi, Layla.
And we're in Holy Rosary.
Hi, Layla.
Hi, Orlagh.
And then we will go to Ashford. Stephen, who's with you today?
Dancing. Hi, how's it going? This is Oscar and this is Eva.
Hi.
Guys.
How's it going?
Hi.
And then we will go to Arklow. Who's in Arklow? Are you Caroline today?
Hi, Sarah. Hi, guys. My name is Caroline. That's Linda behind me. This is Aiden. Ayan. And Freya.
Hi.
Very good, guys. And who else have we got? Sorry, I'm flying through my screen here. Kieran, Shannon, who's with you today?
Hi, I'm Shannon and we're from the girls' school, and we have Senan, Faye, Eve, Isabel and Fiona.
Very good. Thank you, Shannon. And Tia, who's with you today?
Hi, how are you? I'm Alex.
My name's Alex.
Hi, Alex.
My name's Sophia. And my name's Nikki.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
And Kirsty in the old Abbey in Wicklow. Who is with you today?
Hi, I'm Kirsty. What's your name?
Sarah.
What's your name?
Bernadette. Julia.
Erin.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Sarah.
Perfect. And then we have, I will do a quick introduction quickly because no, not everybody wants to talk, but we have Jade from Kilcommon. Do you want to give us a big wave? And we have Sam from Waterford. Give a big wave. And we have Kieran from Kilcommon as well. Do you want to give a big wave too? And those guys they've no children with them today, but they have special questions from the children to ask you.
Perfect.
So Orla, would you like to introduce yourself now and what you do? And then the kids have some lovely questions for you.
Yeah, perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Orlagh. So I am a Irish dancing teacher, a former dancer with Riverdance. So Riverdance, for anyone that doesn't know, is a professional Irish dancing show that has toured all over the world. So I was very, very fortunate enough to start Irish dancing when I was very young. And I competed for several years, and I then went on to professional dancing when I was 18 and toured the world until I was 25. And then I set up my very own business, the Orlagh Carty Academy, providing classes all over Wicklow and Dublin. So teaching very young children how to dance, just like how I started. So that's a quick little blurb on what I do for a living. I absolutely love it. And it's really, really nice to have a job that you love and something that I love doing every single day. So I'm very fortunate for that, and I have my lovely parents to thank for that, because if I didn't start dancing, I wouldn't be where I am today. So ask all the questions, and yeah, I'll do my very best to answer them all for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Orla. You've lots of experience, so I'm sure you'll have lots of answers to all these questions that the guys have. So first we will go to Shannon in the Gael School. Do you guys want to ask your question to Orla?
Yeah, so our question is,
what are the benefits of being a dancer?
Say that again. So what are the benefits of
Irish dancing?
What are the benefits of Irish dancing? Okay, so the benefits of Irish dancing, firstly, I suppose there's lots of forms of dance, but for Irish dancing in particular, it's really nice to do our form of dance. So for Ireland, it's really nice to have a traditional Irish dance, and for me to be able to dance that particular dance. And when touring all over the world, it's really nice to represent your own country in your art form. So the benefits of Irish dancing, firstly, it is exercise, so it's great. It keeps you active, it keeps you fit and healthy. Irish dancing, you like any sport, you make a lot of new friends, so there's a lot of benefits that. So from a social point of view, you have great fun, and as well as there's a massive technique end of Irish dancing. It's so complicated, so it's really it's something that you feel like really good when you achieve it, and there's, as you move up the grades, you get a lot of benefits through that as well. So it's very rewarding, I have to say. So that would be my answer to the benefits of Irish dancing.
Thank
I hope that
you
helps.
So much. Thanks everyone in the Gael
You're
School.
welcome.
Thank you. And then we will go to Tia and St. Patrick's. What question have you guys got for Orlagh?
What is your biggest achievement in your dance
Career so far.
so far?
Career so far. Perfect. Okay, so I probably have two. Okay, so the very first one I have, when I was 17, I won the All-Ireland and International Championship. So I used to compete regularly every week. So that was competitions I used to go to compete against all Irish dancers all over Ireland. But I then went on and won the All-Ireland and International Championships when I was 17. So for me, that was really, really big achievement. The second one then probably would have been the day I got the phone call to say I made it through the audition for Riverdance and that I was going to get trained in. So that was a big achievement. Riverdance is something I wanted to do from a very, very young age. So to be able to dance with the greatest Irish dance show around was a massive achievement for me. So that would be two of them. Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Thank you, Orlagh. Thank you, guys. And then we will go to Sam in Waterford. Sam, I know you and Niamh left a question for Orlagh. What question did they leave?
They wanted to know what got you interested in dancing.
Thank you,
What
Sam.
got me interested? Okay, so I suppose in my family, Irish music has always been around. My granddad ran a music school, so there was that element of my family had a history of Irish music being in the family. Then I, just like anyone, mom took me along to a dance class when I was 4. I happened to enjoy it and I stuck at it. Now I did quit when I was 6 because apparently I had enough one day and I just said, nah, that's it, I'm not going back to that. But I did, I don't know, I don't have that memory of how I went back to it, but when I went back, I never quit, and here I am now. So yeah, initially there was no particular interest. I suppose it was just the music background, and then they said there was a dance class. I went along, and I just happened to love it then from there on in. So yeah, that was it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Sam. And then the guys in Arklow with Caroline and Linda. What question would you guys like to ask Orlagh?
What is your least favorite dance?
What's my least favorite dance? That's a tough one. My least favorite dance is probably the jig. So in Irish dancing, you have soft shoes and hard shoes. Okay, so the hard shoes make all the noise, and the soft shoes are really light on your feet. The jig is a hard shoe dance, so it's really loud, and just that particular piece of music, that wouldn't be my favorite dance to teach or to dance myself. Not for any particular reason, just the tune wouldn't be my favorite. Okay.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Orlagh. And Jade and Kilcommon, did the children leave a question for Orlagh from you?
Our kids would love to know who or what inspired you to pursue dance as a career. Sorry, I keep losing track.
That's okay. So when I was about 13, 14, I suppose I started to take dancing really, really seriously. I always wanted to be a dancing teacher. Riverdance was something I definitely wanted to do. I definitely wanted to go into professional dancing, but I knew down the line I wanted to own my own dance school. It was just always in the back of my mind. And professionally then, I suppose I was looking up to older dancers. There was a dancer in my own dancing school who I like aspired to be. She was just amazing to me. She went on and did a show, and from that I just thought that was what I wanted to do. So going through school, I always knew that dancing was going to be my road, that I was just going down that road, and it wasn't going to be college for me. There was a couple of people that inspired me throughout my school years that dancing was the way I wanted to go, but not one particular person. I just knew that that was the road I was going to take, really. But as you get older, like I was very aware of other dancers that had gone on and done shows, so I was constantly looking up to a lot of different people, really, but not really in one person in particular. Hope that answers that question.
Thank you, Orla. Thank you very much, Jade. And Stephen and Ashford, you guys got a question?
Hi, how's it going? I'll be asking the question. They're a bit too shy here at the moment.
Okay.
So obviously we have the Wii here with Just Dance, so these are quite the movers here most of the days. So our question is, what age were you when you really started to be interested in Irish dancing?
Really started, I suppose, from the age of 7. So I started when I was 4. I went on and did it for a couple of years. Then when I was about 6, I did give it up. When I was 7, I really got into it. So that was kind of when I understood it a little bit more. It was something that I looked forward to after school. I started dancing probably quite seriously then. I used to dance in a stage school, which was like dancing, singing, acting. I don't know if any of you are interested in that sort of thing. But Irish dancing, you get to a certain point, and I just happened to be competing at quite a high level. And it's a big commitment, so I had to choose what I wanted to do, and I went down with Irish dancing. But from 7, I took a real interest in it, and then as I got a little bit older, 8, 9, I took it even more seriously, and then it was like my life from probably 9 on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Orla. And Katie in Holy Rosary, what's your guys' question?
What is your favorite Irish dancing dress to wear?
My favorite dress. Okay, so I don't know if anyone's ever seen before, but when you compete in Irish dancing, okay, so lots of my girls that dance for me, so you start off with like a skirt and a top. So that's what all the girls start off with. The boys wear trousers and a shirt and like a tie or a dicky bow. So you start off with that, and then you go on to like the glitzy dresses. If you Google them, there's lots of cool Irish dancing, really glitzy dresses. So they would be my favorite. I love pink and green. So my dance school, my logo colors would be green and pink. So my favorite dress I ever wore was a green and pink dress, and I happened to do quite well in that. So that's why they were my colors that I then went on and brought my business. They were kind of my trade colors. So yeah, my green and pink dress is probably my favorite, but do have a little look if anyone's interested. There's lots of cool Irish dancing dresses online. You can have a little look, lots of sparkles. If anyone's interested in glitz and glam, it's a cool thing to have a look at.
Thanks, Orla.
Orla, thank you, Katie. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It's a really good idea. We must have a look. Maybe we could design some of our own Irish dancing.
Yeah, absolutely. I could send you some templates, and you could have you could design a dress yourself. Yeah,
that would be fantastic, Orla. I know there'd be some budding designers that we have that would love that. Yeah, thank you so much. So, Kirsty in the Old Abbey, you guys have a question?
What's your question?
What's your favorite type of dance?
What's my favorite type of dance? Okay, my favorite type of dance is a reel. So if anyone knows any Irish dancing music, if you Google a reel, okay, it's on YouTube. It's really upbeat, it's really fast, so you get to move your feet really, really quickly. And it puts you in a really good mood. So when I put on the reel music, it gets me in a really good spirit. I have lots of energy, and it's quite fast. So I get a lot out of that dance as well. So that'd be my favorite tune and my favorite dance to dance to.
Very good. That's really good. We must tune into some reels and get a feel of what you're talking about afterwards. So thank you so much, guys in the Abbey. And Gurin from Kilcommon. Gurin, do you have a question from the children to ask Orla?
Yeah, I'm just curious as to how many hours you would have had to practice, especially for competitions.
Yeah, good question. So my dancing classes would have been about 2.5 hours long. I did dance in class. I went to class 3 to 4 times a week. So that was 2.5 hours a day in class. And then I would have practiced 2, if not 3 days out of that, outside of class as well, for about 2 hours a day. So that was when I was competing. And when I would be coming up to major championships, I'd be dancing every hour of the day, to be quite honest. Sorry, just 1 second.
They're all super questions, guys. So we'll just wait for Orla to get back and we'll finish up with some more questions.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
That was my gate going off there. Back to the question. Oh yeah, the hours of the day. So yeah, about 2.5 hours for class and 2 hours outside then practice. But when we got to professionally dancing, our training hours would be 8 hours a day. So it would be really, really intense when you went professional then, yeah. So it was quite a big commitment. Lots of practice.
That's a big commitment, all right. So not much socializing or getting out with friends and stuff. It's all work.
It is, to be quite honest, and especially competing. Like, I know there's lots of you there, all different age groups. It is a massive commitment. I don't regret it because it's like, it's amazing to have achieved that, I suppose. But when you're younger, it is a big thing to take on that amount of hours and practice. But it does pay off. So if there is something that you're really, really interested in and you're passionate about, stick with it and do put the work in, because the rewards are amazing, I have to say. But social side of things, that did have to take a little bit of a backseat in my teenage years, because it was my main priority was to go on tour, so I had to put the hours in. So yeah, it was a bit of a
I'm sure you make friends while you were doing it as well. I'm sure you
massively. Yeah, you have your own bubble like that with anything. Yeah, so everyone in your friend group that's doing the same thing understood it, so I suppose that helps as well. It's not like you're doing it on your own. There is a massive group there that of friends that will be my friends for life, because we were all in it together, really. So yeah.
That's great. Thank you, Orla. And I suppose I was just wondering, since you traveled all around the world with doing river dance, what country did you find were like the best audience to perform to, or were like totally engrossed in what you guys were doing?
The Americans. I don't think I could beat the Americans. Yeah, they were always amazing. The shows in America were like no other. But I have to say, in the Gaiety Theatre, so with Riverdance, we performed in the Gaiety for the summer months. And we would be touring all over the year in all different countries. But when you come back to Ireland, even though the audience wouldn't be made up of necessarily just Irish people, that did have there was just something about performing in Dublin and in Ireland that was like different, because I suppose anybody going to the show was going for that culture aspect, and was just going for the experience of Irish and Irish dance and Irish music. So the Gaiety in Dublin was always really, really good shows, but the Americans, the audience was amazing. The Chinese was funny. They were very, very reserved, and they wouldn't clap until they knew they were allowed to, almost. So the shows in China were quite quiet. And we would have, when we finished a dance, there would be like a count that you'd stop and you might take a bow and walk off. But because the Chinese audience were so reserved, all of our counts had to be quicker, because otherwise you could be standing there and they weren't applauding anything. So yeah, so you'd have to finish the dance and kind of like up and go. Whereas in America, you could stand there for 10 minutes and they'd still be clapping. So yeah, that was the difference.
And then Orla, would you have any like words of wisdom or advice for any of our younger boys and girls that really are kind of like interested in getting into it, and like how they would go about it?
Yeah, I suppose firstly, depending on your area, look up any Irish dancing schools that are around. Any of you that are from Wicklow, I teach in Wicklow and Greystones areas, so I have lots of classes. At the minute, we're all online, but we will get back to them. So if you are interested, I can send over my details, and you could definitely check out the classes that I do have available. But even if it's something that you're not too sure about, you could always go and try it out. I suppose it's one of those things, go and try it out, see how you feel. There's always a really great atmosphere after a dancing class, and you feel really, really good. And there is really good qualities about it too. Like, you will meet lots of different people. It's really exciting to learn a new skill. And above all, yeah, it's just it's something that you can really enjoy. You don't have to take it the road I went. You don't have to compete. You don't have to do it professionally. A lot of people do it from a social side of things, because that's a big element of it, especially in my school as well. It's not just about competition, and there's a big fun aspect of it too. So if you are interested in it, I definitely say just check out a class, go and try it. You'll never know unless you try it. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Orla. Well, we will share your details with all the guys. Does anybody have any more questions? Does anyone have any more questions for Orla? Or we all asked out? I think we all start to get a little bit camera shy towards the end.
That's okay. That's totally understandable.
Perfect. Well, if nobody has any more questions, Orla, I would love to thank you for giving us your time.
No, you're very welcome.
And we learned loads, and I think we'll definitely put together a little art project of designing our own Irish dancing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which would be fantastic. We can email them over to you so you can have a look for your inspiration. So I would like to thank you so much, Orla, for your time. And so
you're very welcome.
All we'll do is we love to give a big slán all together. So if everybody wants to take themselves off mute. Sometimes takes me. Yeah, we all getting off?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, are we ready then? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, slán. Thank you so much, Orla. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, everyone, for your questions.
Thank you, Orla.
You're very welcome. Bye.